In 600 to 1450 CE, in the region of Africa, a scholar from Morocco by the name of Ibn Battuta, who was very well versed in Islamic law, was welcomed by governments into their lands since they sought his advice in regards to the religion Islam. However, some parts of Africa resisted Islam in order to not give in to attacks by the Islamic forces. Churches with labyrinths, reservoirs, and tunnels were built, which slowed down the developments of state building, since these areas weren't very associated with the Islamic supporting zones. However, the culture and political developments of sub-Saharan Africa was mostly shaped by the migration of the Bantu people from West Central Africa. Slowly, people started to form a kin-based network where families would end up governing themselves rather than having to be under a large centralized government. However, when the population expanded more and more, these kin-based communities became harder to enforce. More fighting arose from neighbors among villages and districts. The kin-based ties ended up leading to different, larger governed bodies, such as the Hasu kingdoms, which had no central authority, which allowed them to have a more diversified resource gathering and activities experience by having a different area of the kingdom in different places, but still being associated with the Hausa. So they could take advantage of many different types of crop demands. The increase in population allowed for more trading societies such as Ghana, Mali, Zimbabwe, and Ethiopia, as well as shift in the resources utilized for things such as structures, tools, jewelry, etc. The social structures of sub-Saharan Africa were also influenced. Men began taking care of activities that require a special skill, such as leather tanners and blacksmiths, while women usually took care of more food gathering and agriculture and raising children. The family structure was dependent on age and gender. For example, younger people who are stronger and can do more work than older people, but the younger need older people's advice, so the work is divided in accordance to age. The practice of kinship is that a protective circle is created inside the family, and it ends up keeping the people safe and just regulates the roles inside the family way better than having just a full central government taking action for specific families. And so as this idea grew, it became to spread all across Europe and the world, where it is still used to this day. And it also influenced the developments of different regions, religious beliefs, and different ideas for each gender. These social statuses were a result of the overall migration of the Bantu-speaking people, who were influenced by an individual named Ibn Battuta, which ended up altering the way people are isolated within their community and how people are standing throughout their family.